Hey YouTube, and welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be about Daniel and his grind into the ranked Royale. When the season started, Daniel was not high enough to qualify for the tournament. After talking with him, he did mention that he will be playing the tournament if he's able to qualify, and around that time we saw a massive grind from him into the top 11. So as I record this video, which is on Thursday night, the 15th, he is currently rank 9 North America. Rank 9, which would put him in just barely into the qualifiers. 11 is the cutoff, so he does not have a lot of room to fall. Certainly seems like a player capable of pushing up higher if he were to try to, but after his initial push, I don't think he's really queued much at all. And these games are going to be from that push. 2 games against S5 Cosmic, who at the moment of recording this video actually just dropped a pretty serious amount. He was right on the edge of qualifying, but is now down to rank 20 North America as Daniel wins kickoff to get a second goal. Not only is Daniel somebody that we would consider to be one of the top North Americans, but there's a lot of discussion about whether or not he is one of the top 3 1v1ers in the game right now. And I think you can put him up there. I don't know what your guys' opinion of. I've always been famously known to have a bit of a favorable opinion to Daniel, maybe more so than other people do. But I do think it's actually fair to put him solidly number 3. I'm not sure. I think TRK is probably the best argument for number 3. Let me just go through them all again. In case you haven't really been following the ones game, you might be thinking, but Feer, you haven't even mentioned who's 1 and 2. 1 right now is certainly Royale, and has been ever since the tournaments around the end of last year. He has not fallen off in any reasonable way that would suggest he should drop down off the 1 spot. And then, of course, Zen, who has beaten literally everyone but Royale within the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I feel you have to put at number 2. But I do think Daniel sits at number 3. I think TRK, a bit too inactive. His loss to Moxie in the one tournament that he did play during that last tournament cycle probably wasn't good enough to say that he should be 3rd over what we've seen from Daniel recently. Daniel having a loss to, I believe it was AJ in my tournament in the Fear Fest finale, which resulted in him not making into those final playoffs in the cross region, so we didn't get to see him play even further. That was probably one of his biggest blemishes. And Daniel is certainly known to have some losses that make you scratch your head a bit more than some of the other top players, and that's why he's not number 1. Number 1 and number 2 being Royale and Zen. I think other guys up there near the top. I think Moxie was up there pretty close. Started having some trouble with some various matchups that didn't go his way that might make an argument for him falling a bit farther down. But a Daniel that's playing ones is a Daniel that might just be able to secure that top 3 spot, and he's at least been forced to play a bit more ranked in order to participate in this tournament. It's been fun to see who's been willing to play 1v1 ranked, and I appreciate the players that have made it their own, because I am offering up a prize pool for this tournament, sure, but it's nothing to write home about if you're one of these pro players. They certainly could have written this whole event off, but the reality is they all have been grinding. A very good portion of them have been playing ones ranked and using it as an opportunity to have more fun playing ranked. And, you know, Daniel is one of those guys that maybe is doing so. He's only had 1 grind session, it looks like. Maybe he'll get another grind session in before the final days. But I'm going to be recording videos right now, tonight. This is Thursday the 15th, for this weekend. So instead of giving constant by-the-minute updates over the weekend via videos, it will be me just recording some until essentially the tournament starts on Monday. So you'll have to be following Twitter, where I'll be able to update the status of current players' grinds. Whereas right now, I'll just be recording videos over the ranked games that have been played up until this point. And that's a nice reset from Daniel Cosmic. Actually, great save. It is a close game still, with 1:30 left to go. By the time this video comes out, a lot of things might have changed, but one of the biggest things that's happened in the past moments is a huge Joria's grind that now has him in the top 3 of EU. Zen, Moxie, and Joria's. You can check my Twitter around the time you watch this video to see if that's still the case, because I'll have given you the most recent update to the day. Maybe one of those players has dropped out or hasn't been able to hold on to their spot. Right now, Daniel up 4-3 and getting air dribble bumped like a madman. He was one of the first guys to use that side wall defense in nets, and he seems comfortable making that save now. 40 seconds left to go. He has a big boost advantage. Yeah, that'll just be a goal. Felt like a scenario that was very likely to go in his favor, considering them both rushing back to the orange half at a massive boost control advantage. To Daniel, he's going to win another kickoff. Tap it straight on. Yeah, I'm going to say that's probably a forfeit. Knowing that this is ranked, this is not a show match. Cosmic is not going to try and get 3 in 30 seconds. And my little replay's bugged, but the good news for you is that we have another game coming up now. Second game on the same map. I promise it's not the same replay. Have you guys noticed when you're grinding ranked that the servers seem to give you the same map consecutive times in a row more often than not? I don't know if it's just me noticing it only when they get the same map, but it seems to have happened here for Daniel and Cosmic, because these are consecutive ranked games. So right after finishing the previous one, they're right back in on the same map. You can tell rocking the same cars as well, as further proof that this is just moments after the previous game. Cosmic has already turned it around in the first couple seconds after Daniel kind of dictating an almost low-scoring game for the majority of the time. Cosmic is going to force a bit more of an aggressive offense out of Daniel. He's so threatening that he can get away with these kind of fake dribbles before really having hit anything in this lobby so far. I wasn't paying as close attention previously when I was talking about the tournament, but I haven't seen anything too crazy out of him. But of course, Cosmic knows at any time Daniel can pull about just anything out of his hat. He's going to pull off this air dribble, and playing so patient lets Cosmic take the ball away from him and eventually score. Daniel is a very controlled 1v1er, and I think he does this in threes as well. He likes to slow down and control and take long dribbles. Right now he's playing quickly as he slams the ball on target, but he's certainly, he plays bit both ways, I should say. In threes, he almost plays it a bit slower. We've definitely seen Daniel just boom the ball like crazy. But unlike First Killer, who plays once, it seems like kind of at top speed, as well as getting strong hits, Daniel almost surprises you with powerful shots at moments that you don't expect in order to try and counterattack you. Right now, he's tied the game up. Might have been a rough start, but already he's back to equalizing it within or just after the minute mark. Cosmic is a guy kind of bursted onto the scene. If you haven't watched Cosmic before, we're going to start watching a little bit of both perspectives in this second game. Cosmic, a guy who used to play on, I believe, Xbox, and was around the top 100, was kind of on the verge of qualifying for events, but never was really able to make his full mark. And when he switched over to PC, he made that final jump, which is something that a lot of players have done in the past. So I recommend, if you're a high-level player still on console, it might be worth switching over to PC. Of course, it's no magic serum that's just going to make you instantly top 100 or top 20 or so, which is really where Cosmic is now. But it's certainly not going to hurt you to get on a PC as soon as you can. Cosmic wins this kickoff. Trying to see if he can bait Daniel in, but not able to. Ultimately, his flick is controlled by Daniel, who feels obligated to go up to this ball, but he really doesn't want to use boost to start the dribble, so you see him using as little as he thinks he can get away with, so that he has left over when it comes time to play some offense. And here is that exact offense we're talking about. Daniel to the ground on the wave dash shot. Doesn't get the kind of pop that he probably wanted. He's going to need to get some height to get over the top of Cosmic. Big whiff by Daniel. Can he recover fast enough? He can. A little bit of a dud shot from Cosmic as he intercepts the ball at the wrong time of the bounce. Fights against his shot instead of working for him. That's great placement from Daniel as he puts it behind Cosmic. It seemed like that near post was wide open. That's why Cosmic was going to cover it. Daniel reads where the available space is. 4-4. Close game. As Cosmic just dribbles straight down the field. Daniel's been really passive on defense. And this is something that has happened a lot, especially when he's tilting it and playing his worst ones games. If you ask me, is when he will back off and turn ultra passive. Like, he doesn't want to make a mistake at the midfield. Would rather just try and react on the goal line, and then ends up keeping himself out of the play by never deciding to attack the ball. Right now he's got himself down 1. Make it down 2. So Cosmic demos him. Minute 38. Cosmic, I'm sure, does not feel comfortable. Not until this lead is much bigger. Stealing Daniel's back corner. And a little bit of control of the ball. Now he's playing a bit of keep away. Comes Cosmic barely. Might throw him offline. Oh my goodness, what a long shot. Cosmic has been popping off. A little pass off the corner into the long shot while Daniel was trying to steal boost, I believe. He couldn't make it back in time. 3 goals for Daniel to make up. Has time to do so. Oh, what a nice cut. Cosmic has been not letting him set up all of these dribble plays. He's been trying to stay all over the ball. Daniel, recognizing that, just cuts in field. So Cosmic goes flying by. Kickoff win for Daniel. Air dribble bump. He's going to the full cringe in an effort to secure the win. He wants to get himself up into the ranked Royale range and wants to do it as quick as possible. Cosmic wave dash kickoff. 8-6 in his favor. Daniel has a minute to make it up. You see a slight dropped controller tilt there. His car doesn't move at all. Telltale sign in ones that the game might be getting to you, but the kickoff win into a Daniel dribble. Another bump. And he's actually not going to turn back in field. Cosmic does enough to get the save. Does he want to challenge Daniel on the wall? He's going to back off instead. And wow, unfortunate to get demoed there. Daniel recognizing he just has a freebie. No reason to take the ball to the wall when Cosmic's respawn is not going to be fast enough to stop this shot. So 32 seconds. Daniel needs a goal. Cosmic with a kickoff into the blue corner. I wouldn't say he won it necessarily because it does lead to a Daniel possession. Only 19 boost left over after the early dribble. Cosmic clear off the back wall. Are we going to see another Daniel bump? No, instead he just shoots top right as Cosmic turns all the way around to a shadow position and does not force the issue on Daniel. Lets him set it up, so it's a tie game. 10 seconds left to go. Daniel doesn't even want overtime right now. Tried to pull off the low 50 as he saw Cosmic coming to challenge, but couldn't get the ball down in time. Is he going to let this one hit ground, or is he going to try and keep it up? He does try and keep it up. This ball bounces favorably for Cosmic. If he can control this in the air, this first jump was not it, though, so he does let the ball come to the ground and instead played on a kickoff. Kickoff won by Daniel. Cosmic tried his best to affect it, but ended up just bumping Daniel into the boost, so now this is a really tough spot for him. Flick too high. Daniel with no boost left over. Cosmic probably not a ton to work with either, but that boost probably spawned right underneath him. He has 100 now. 50 with Daniel. Going to try and chase him down to demo him. Doesn't connect. So all he can do is steal the corner boost. Daniel looking to just buy himself a bit of time. Hands the ball over to Cosmic. So can he convert on this possession? Daniel's been so passive. Will he continue to be so? I mean, this time he's at least setting up these, not really fake challenges, but shadow setups close to the ball to make Cosmic think about whether or not he might be challenging. Backing off again. Cosmic controls in the corner, or tries to control, I should say. First touch too strong. Lets Daniel take control, and the long shot is saved. Cosmic thinking about driving out to pressure the ball. Thinks better of it. Soft touch back into his corner. Not a ton of boost to work with. Notices Daniel, but just a little bit of separation on the ball. Chance for him to challenge, but now he's left the net a bit open. Makes it back in time. Minute 20 into overtime. Daniel currently with possession, and this one, oh my goodness, I don't know how this ends. I keep thinking it's going to end, and Daniel just keeps slightly missing, or Cosmic just keeps making his way back. It has been offense for Daniel this whole time. No way, that's it. Daniel out so quickly. He is out so quickly. I knew the score was 9-8. I had seen the score was 9-8, but I do my best to not try and know who had won the game. Turns out Daniel did win the game on multiple different attempts. And finally finishes it off and is out of the match, so we can't even see his car anymore. So Daniel grinding up for Ranked Royale. Right now he's going to be in the quarterfinals if he ends up staying right where he is, which means he's going to probably break a few hearts on his way to qualifying. If he does, maybe he'll push up higher in ranked. If you guys like the idea of Ranked Royale and like these videos, make sure to subscribe.